I'm James. I'm from the Adventist Development and Relief Agency. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I don't even agree with you on which day to go to church. But there are two things we all agree on. The first is that we're saved by grace through faith in Jesus Christ. And the second is what both Gillian and Cumbo referred to, and that is, somewhat paradoxically, Jesus taught we are judged by how we treat others. When people are hungry, when they're thirsty, when they're naked, when they're in need, does God's love abide in our hearts in a way that results in us helping them?
Welcome back to the channel. This is your brother Lawrence. If you are new here, you are welcome. Please, here on this channel, we share and comment on events that are taking place both within and outside of the SDA church. So if you are interested in knowing what is going on in the Christian circle, in the SDA church, friends, be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of the videos that we publish. Okay, so now let's get to the story for today. ADRA, friends, ADRA joined faith leaders in praying against USAID funding pause. So now ADRA is praying together with other faith leaders against Donald Trump and Elon Musk for pausing USAID funding. So that is how far ADRA is going. Well, I don't know if they have lost their faith in God's provision. Anyway, let's watch something here from the representative of ADRA at the prayer vigil. All right, let's see something here.
I'm James. I'm from the Adventist Development and Relief Agency. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I don't even agree with you on which day to go to church. But there are two things we all agree on. The first is that we're saved by grace through faith in Jesus Christ. And the second is what both Gillian and Cumbo referred to, and that is, somewhat paradoxically, Jesus taught we are judged by how we treat others. When people are hungry, when they're thirsty, when they're naked, when they're in need, does God's love abide in our hearts in a way that results in us helping them?
All right, so that was James Standish, ADRA's government relations advisor. That was him right there. That was him at the conference, at the prayer conference. Friends, and I want to share something here with you. I am not defending the U.S. government. I'm not defending the U.S. government. They have not asked me to defend them, but I don't understand something. Like these NGOs, including ADRA, is making it appear as if the U.S. government is responsible for funding NGOs in America. Well, I may be wrong because I don't live in the U.S. But if you are watching me right now and you live in the U.S., please let us know in the comments. Is it the responsibility of the U.S. government to fund NGOs in the U.S.? Please let me know in the comments because I don't understand. Like, is it the responsibility of the U.S. government to fund NGOs in the U.S.? Personally, I believe that God is a provider. And if the devil closes one door, God opens another door. That is my personal belief. So if the devil has shut down USAID funding, God is going to open another door and even a better door. So why is it that the various NGOs in the US that have been taking funds from USAID are crying, they are lamenting as if the world is coming to an end? Why are they doing that? Where is their faith? Do they continue to trust in the God that opened the door for them in some time past? Or they have forgotten that they are working for God and the Master will not fail them in any way? Now, let's look at how much ADRA was receiving in previous years. And there is a report right here. According to this report, ADRA received about 62.6 million US dollars in 2023, and that amounted to 64% of ADRA's total revenue for 2023. So let me say that again. In 2023 alone, ADRA received about 62.6 million US dollars from USAID. About 64% of ADRA's total revenue for 2023. So was the US government the major source of revenue for ADRA and other NGOs, including the Catholic Relief Services? Yes, Catholic Relief Services. Friends, let us understand that there is no free lunch. The government does not give money for free. So, in the future, if the government tells the church to do something that may go against the word of God, would the church be able to stand firm and tell the government to his face that we are not going to do? Because he is the one that is funding your organization. He is the one that is funding you. I don't know what you think about what I'm saying right now. There is always strings attached to government funding. I don't know if it is because of the fundings that the church and the church organizations like ADRA receive from the government that the church was not able to resist the COVID-19 vaccines. I don't know if that was the reason. Friends, I want to pause here and be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. But I still stand on my principle that God is the provider. Yes, ADRA is doing so well in humanitarian services, in caring for the needy, the poor, and ADRA is doing exceptionally well. But they should trust in God. But they should trust that God will open another door, another source of finance if USAID funding pause continues. They should trust in God because they are doing God's work. They are supporting the weak, the marginalized. And that is what God requires of us. Friends, as I said, I'm going to pause here. Bring in your thoughts. Share your thoughts in the comments. Friends, share your thoughts in the comments. This is all that I had to share with you today. Thanks for watching. God bless you. And be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not.